What if history isn't just a sequence of events, but a web of mysterious patterns connecting lives centuries apart? What if some coincidences are so unlikely, so eerily precise, that they make us question whether randomness even exists? Welcome to GeneralMind, where we explore the space between logic and mystery, and today, we're diving into the strangest coincidences ever recorded in human history. Number 1. The presidents who lived twice. Let us begin with one of the most famous and unsettling examples, the mysterious parallels between Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy. Lincoln was elected to Congress in 1846, Kennedy exactly 100 years later. In 1946, Lincoln became president in 1860. Kennedy in 1960. Both men were succeeded by a Johnson. Both were shot in the head on a Friday. Lincoln's secretary was named Kennedy, and Kennedy's secretary was named Lincoln. Coincidence? Mathematicians say yes, but historians admit it's enough to give anyone chills. It's as if history itself were playing a strange echo, reminding us that human stories repeat, even when we believe we've moved on. Number 2. The twin lives in 1979. A remarkable story emerged from Ohio. Two identical twins separated at birth, adopted by different families, and raised apart. Both were named James. Both married women named Linda. Both divorced and married again. It's time to women named Betty. Both had sons named James Allen. Both owned dogs named Toy, and both worked as law enforcement officers. They had never met, yet lived nearly the same life. Psychologists call it genetic coincidence, but others see something more mysterious, a reflection of how patterns can ripple across lives in ways we still can't understand. Number 3. The tale of the two thunderstrikes. Then there's Roy Cleveland Sullivan, U.S. park ranger who holds one of the strangest world records ever. He was struck by lightning 7 times and survived them all. The odds of being struck once in a lifetime are about 1 in 15,000. The odds of 7 times, statistically impossible, yet it happened. Scientists said he was simply unlucky. But maybe, just maybe, his story is a reminder that chance doesn't care about probability. It only needs one universe, one timeline, and one man standing under a storm. Number 4. The two bombs in August 1945. Tsutomu Yamaguchi was in Hiroshima on business when the first atomic bomb fell. He survived the blast, burned and bleeding, and fled home to Nagasaki. 3 days later, the second bomb fell there, and once again, he survived. He became the only officially recognized survivor of both atomic bombings. He lived until 2010, spending his life advocating for peace and the end of nuclear weapons. Was that coincidence, or the universe choosing one man to bear witness for all of us? Number 5. The Titanic's ghost story. In 1898, to 14 years before the Titanic sank, an author named Morgan Robertson wrote a novella called Futility, or The Wreck of the Titan. It told the story of a luxurious ship called the Titan, unsinkable, massive, and carrying far too few lifeboats. It struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic and sank. The details were so precise that many believed Robertson had psychic insight. In truth, he simply understood the arrogance of technology and human hubris, but the similarities remain haunting. It's a story where imagination and fate seem to meet halfway across time. Number 6. The Mirror of Kings. In 1838, Edgar Allan Poe published the narrative of Arthur Gordon, Pym of Nantucket, a fictional story in which 4 shipwreck survivors are stranded at sea and draw lots to decide who will be eaten. The unlucky man chosen was named Richard Parker. 46 years later, in 1884, a real ship called the Mignonette sank off the coast of Africa. 4 men survived. When hunger struck, they drew lots. They killed and ate the cabin boy, whose name was also Richard Parker. Coincidence, or something darker? A reflection of how reality sometimes imitates our deepest stories? Number 7. The family that fell together. In 2002 in Finland, 2 brothers died on the same road. It's just 2 hours apart, both hit by trucks, both riding bicycles, both unaware of each other's fate. They were twins, aged 70. Police called it a 1 in a billion coincidence. But for those who knew them, it felt more like a bond that refused to break even in death. Number 8. And the last one for today's episode, the cosmic perspective. When we step back, coincidences like these make us wonder, is reality truly random? Or are we seeing patterns because that's what the human mind does best? Find meaning in the noise. I to say most coincidences are the product of probability and perception. But philosophers argue that meaning is born from noticing patterns, from our desire to see connection in chaos. Maybe coincidence is how the universe reminds us that everything, somehow, is linked. After all, every atom in your body was once inside a dying star. Every thought you have is a product of billions of years of cosmic coincidence, gravity, chemistry, evolution, time. You are the outcome of impossibly small chances stacked upon each other until they became you. The final thought. So maybe in the end, coincidences aren't so strange after all. Maybe they're how the universe winks at us, subtle reminders that behind all the randomness, there is still wonder. Whether it's two presidents, a century apart, twins living mirrored lives, or a man surviving both atomic bombs, these stories tell us one thing. Reality is far stranger and far more connected than we think. Because perhaps the greatest coincidence of all is that we're here to notice them. Thank you for watching. If this journey intrigued you, like, share, and subscribe, and let's keep exploring the beautiful accidents that shape our world.